Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim wa salatu wa salam ala Rasul Kareem. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Takaful online course. And today's session is a continuation of the discussions on the differences between Takaful and insurance. And we are in the point number 4 where we talk about the obligations of the company. So when it comes to the obligations of the company, the insurance company basically assumes the positions of guarantor to the insurer. A guarantor to the insured, whereby the insurance will assume positions of guarantor, and the company basically will take the risk and liability. So which means upon selling the policy to the individual, so number one, the institutions or the insurance company will assume position of guarantor and also cover and take and assume the responsibility of the risk liability, whereby in the Takaful operators, the Takaful operator is not a guarantor. Why? Because we mentioned that Takaful operator is acting like a fund manager, basically, is acting like a wakil, like an agent. He's been appointed as an agent to manage the funds on behalf of the participant. So basically, the Takaful operators is not assuming a position of guarantor. That's number one. Also, the Takaful operators doesn't assume the responsibility of the risk and the liability as well, but the participant themselves will basically assume that kind of responsibility. So basically they are mutually guarantee each other, and basically the Takaful operators manage that kind of interest. So in the conventional, the Takaful or the insurance company is a guarantor and assume the positions of risk coverage and liability. But in Takaful operators or in the Takaful industry, the Takaful operator, the company, the institution doesn't guarantee. Why? Because they just act as a wakil, as an agents on behalf of the participant. But the participant themselves mutually guarantee each other. And of course, the Takaful operators will help to administer that kind of actions, that kind of responsibility by doing the necessary work of administrations and of course due diligence, administration of the claim, verifications, the payments, and so on and so forth. So he doesn't assume that kind of responsibility, but the participant themselves. In other words, like the participants mentioned that in case any one of the members encounter kind of injuries, accidents, and so on and so forth based on the agreed term in the policy, so basically the group will mutually agree to compensate him. So the compensation doesn't come from the Takaful operators, but from the participant, and this is one also of the distinguished features between what's called the insurance and the Takaful operator. This is related to the same point. So we have covered basically point number 4, which is the obligation of the company, and number 5, which is the guarantee. We discussed them together. The point number 6 is the compensation. The compensation basically is the money, as we mentioned previously, is the money paid by the Takaful operators upon any claim. So this money that is paid to the participant or to the individual or to the policy holders is paid from the company funds, meaning that the company, the insurance company, pay that kind of compensations upon the submission of the claim. Of course, the administrations and checking and everything is in order. So basically the insurance company will pay the policy holders this kind of claim from the pocket, meaning from the funds of the insurance company. In why? Because we just mentioned that the company will assume positions of risk coverage and liability as well. And the insurance company will take the position as a guarantor. That's why the money is paid from their own funds. But when it comes to the Takaful, the money is not paid from the pocket of the Takaful operators. Again, why? Because Takaful operators is just appointed as agent to manage the funds on behalf of the participant, but the money is paid, meaning the compensations is paid from the risk fund, meaning from the pool of the money, whereby again the participant will contribute to that kind of funds in a form of donations based on a regular commitment. And again, the Takaful operators will manage that funds. So in case of risk, in case of claim, so basically the Takaful operators will pay the claim not from its pocket but from the risk fund, acting as a wakil for the interests of the participant or the policyholder. This is again one of the very key distinguished features basically between Takaful and insurance, whereby compensations is paid from the insurance company funds, whereby the compensations is paid from what's so called the risk fund of the Takaful, meaning from the policy holders' contributions and not from the pocket of the Takaful operators. I think we'll stop here and we carry on the remaining distinctions or differences, inshallah, in the coming session. With that, thank you very much. And assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.